Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Of course, I'm back in the kitchen with Alison from Wild Time Cooking. Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now this is all about a side dish for your kids in Thanksgiving, because I know not all kids love what we love as adults.
Right. It's kind of hard to get them to eat their vegetables.
Okay,
Believe it or not.
I'm saying this from knowledge for someone who has 7 kids, not. So I can only imagine there are many different versions of your, can I say mac and cheese?
You can say mac and cheese.
What are you calling it?
It's the kids' favorite food. This is a butternut squash mac and cheese. So it's a sneaky way to get in those vitamins and root vegetables.
The good stuff.
Yeah, some good stuff besides just cheese and pasta.
Okay, so let's start off with the pasta because we want to pop that into to start cooking.
Exactly. So you can use macaroni, you can use penne, you could use, you know, whatever you want.
Yeah.
I love these shells. They're, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, but Orchietti, which is, I call like a thumbprint pasta. So it's just a little bit different, you know, texture, and I just love the shape of it, so something different.
Okay, all right.
So we're going to cook this pasta first ahead of time.
Now, there are always many different ways of cooking pasta. People say put a bit of oil in there, put a bit of salt in there. What do you suggest?
The salt is key. I don't put oil in my pasta water because I feel like it's just a waste of the oil.
Okay.
But the salt is key because that's what flavors the pasta.
Gotcha.
So this is your first chance to actually add some seasoning into the pasta. So believe it or not, it's a lot more salt than people typically expect.
Oh my God, there she goes, not measuring again, everyone. She just pours it in.
So for, I would say, maybe an 8-quart stock pot of pasta, you're going to need at least 4 tablespoons of salt. Then we're going to add our pasta in, as you so graciously help me.
Do you like that?
And then you want to make sure you stir your pasta as soon as it hits the water so it doesn't all clump together.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you just let it sit, let it cook, and it's going to cook in about 10 minutes. I always pull it at 10 to 11 minutes after it hits the water, so that it is that nice al dente texture where it still has a little bit of, you know, give and bite to it.
Okay, the kids are going to love it. I can already smell it because we've already got one pre-done. But first, we're going to do the breadcrumbs on top. Is that right?
So basically you make a cheese sauce similar as like if you were making a milk gravy with a little flour, a little bit of butter, some milk, and then you add your cheese, and that's your cheese sauce. But you take your butternut squash and you cook it in the oven until it's nice and fork tender. So roast it with a little olive oil, salt and pepper.
Chop it up in cubes.
Skin off, just in cubes.
Yep.
Yes. So once that is cooked, you mash it up, and then you add the butternut squash into the cheese sauce. So then the reason we add butternut squash is it's the exact same color as cheddar. So you mix it in, it's very sneaky. So then we just add our pasta into that. I added a few onions, like just sauteed, but then we do a little nice breadcrumb
I'm going to give you the
topping.
knife.
Yeah, so I'm going to add a little bit of chopped parsley.
Why don't you use this part?
That is a little bit bitter, actually. The stems are bitter.
So Troy, stop using the whole piece of parsley.
Yeah, I saved those actually for stock.
Oh, okay.
So we have our pan. We're going to add some olive oil, or you could add butter, and then I'm going to start to just brown off my breadcrumbs.
Right.
Okay. So if you want to come over here,
I will.
Just
will you let me stir?
Yeah.
You trust
just keep stirring that for me.
Okay.
And I want to bring in those flavors of Thanksgiving again, because this is a nice Thanksgiving side. So I did get a few little sage leaves that I thought I would mix in with those breadcrumbs. And all we're doing on the stove is just browning those off. Yeah,
because I was going to say they're not frying.
No,
it's
just
literally
just enough oil to kind of coat the bottom of your pan, or butter to coat the bottom of your pan. And then we are just going to add these fresh herbs to it. Yeah. And then that's going to go right on top of our mixture, and then it gets baked in the oven for about, I'd say 20-30 minutes. We do want to season it so that those have a nice little seasoning, because this is going to be the topping, the first thing that they kind of bite into.
She's such a cook. There's food everywhere. You're not coming into my kitchen.
Oh.
You can come and cook as long as you don't put food everywhere.
We'll see after you try my food.
Okay, I know. I'm telling you, your dishes are beautiful.
So then we are just going to let that brown up.
Yep.
And
just spat at me, everyone.
And then that goes right on top to our beautiful macaroni and cheese with this beautiful color that to me is even prettier than just cheese itself. Okay, so this is already done. We're going to pretend it's already done. Yes. Of course, you can find out the recipe on our website at ABC36/Midday Kentucky. Alison. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. It looks superb. And then you could always garnish with a little bit more. But of course, the kids are also going to have the turkey. Oh, there's green bits on there, but they're still going to love it, and they will not know that there's mac and cheese or butternut squash. We'll be right back after this short break.